Hey, 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 you know who it is, your friendly neighborhood therapist coming through. Happy New Year and all that good stuff. I was thinking about something. With the beginning of a new year, we start thinking about goals that we want to reach, things we may want to do different for the new year to get new results, different results. Um, but here's the thing. You ain't going to accomplish nothing with the same mindset. And I'm going to say that again. We can't accomplish nothing but the same things we've accomplished before with the same mindset. You can't create new with the same mindset that gave us the old. You get what I'm saying? So what does that mean? There's got to be a change in perception, right? There's got to be a change in beliefs, right? You may have to have faith, self-control, discipline, all of these inward things that's going to bring the out things, right? I know that don't sound right, but you know what I'm talking about. That's the only way it's going to happen. We can modify our behavior all day. That's short-lived. Anybody ever been on a diet? Yeah, I done been on every diet known to man and made up a few, okay? Don't work, right? Short-lived. Yeah, I'm going to do Weight Watchers. Yeah, I'm going to do weight loss. Yeah, I'm going to do, oh, good Lord. I've done so many. But none of them worked long-term. In the short term, did they work? Yes. Here's the issue. We like instant gratification, right? That's why we love social media, right? Instantly get the likes, right? The hearts, the comments. We're in our phones. We're looking for that gratification. But the things that we really want to get this upcoming year won't be instant gratification. This is why we find ourselves making the same type of goals. I won't say resolutions, but we say the same type of things. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to work out. I'm going to do these things. And it's great. It's great to speak those things, right? That be not as though they were. That's awesome. But not the same mindset. You can't do it. For example, if you somebody like me, right? I tend to get fluffy. I mean, at 54, about to be 55 next month. Yeah. And menopause, it happens really fast. But if I say, you know what, I'm going to work out. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do all that, right? These are behaviors. I'm going to eat right. Or I'm going to monitor or I'm going to track. I'm going to go to the gym, right? Behaviors. But I don't change the way I think about food. I don't change the way I think about nutrition. Do you really think that I'm going to get long-term change? No. Maybe 30 days, maybe 2 months. And I'm just speaking from my experience. But also as a therapist, right? I work with clients. And it's the same thing for them. I'm going to start journaling. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the assignments you gave me. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. My main concern as a therapist is not that stuff. Because once you make the shift in your mindset, then you're going to do the other stuff, right? Once you start reading, right? When I tell my clients, okay, here's a goal. What do you think about this? How about reading, right? The reason why I want them to read is because once they get new information, right, new seeds are planted. Come on, somebody. You see where I'm going with this? We reap what we sow, right? We plant apple seeds, we get an apple tree. We plant seeds of doubt, we get doubtful living. We find ourselves this way and that way. I believe and then I don't. I this and I that. Like, we find ourselves halting between two opinions, right? So, yeah, that's how we gonna get it this year. We gotta change our mindset. We gotta be mindful about what we watch and what we listening to. We gotta protect our eye gates, our ear gates. And if you don't never listen to anything different, you're not working with a therapist, a coach, a minister, anything like that, you're gonna get the same thing you've always got. It's called insanity. expecting to get something different, and you ain't doing nothing different. It don't work for me. It don't work for them. It don't work for nobody. Huh? So just think about that as it relates to accomplishing goals, making some changes. It starts with the mindset. You must have a mindset shift. Whether you're an entrepreneur in business, whether you work for someone, or whether you do both, whether you have goals for your marriage, your relationships, or your children, behavior modification, short term. Short term. How I know? I worked in the prison over 10 years. And I used to always talk to the guys about behavior modification. And I used to tell them, it's easy to behave in prison. It's easy to behave here. You want to choke somebody, want to punch them in the throat, but you probably ain't going to do it because you don't want to get no more time at it. Maybe a counselor or CO talks slick to you or demeaning to you, and you hold your tongue. Huh? Yeah. Behavior modification. But let you get out and somebody out here step on your foot or demean you or what you feel like disrespect you. Right? You ain't getting high or using drugs. And well, hopefully you're not getting high and using drugs in prison and you think you're good, and then you come home. And then what happens? Life happens, stress happens, right? Regular stuff happens. But you're no longer shielded from an institution. And now you got to deal with life. It's easier to relapse. It's easier to go back to what you know to help you, right? Because once again, instant gratification, right? We want to feel good, and we want to feel good right now. Nobody wants to go through a loss and grieving. Nobody wants to go through financial issues and troubles, right? Instant gratification is what we want. We don't want the time it's going to take to heal and to mourn. We don't want time. No, we want right now. Right now. But if you don't understand that it's going to take time for you to change, for real, you're going to keep finding yourself coming up against the same obstacles every year. So hopefully this just, your friendly neighborhood therapist coming through to just say, change your mindset. You change your life. All right? And some of you may not need to be on social media. All right? And if you use it for business, okay. But some of you may not need to be on social media because it can cause us to start comparing ourselves to other people. And because when people talk about how they got this in 30 days and start showing the receipts of how much money they made and all this and that, so then we start flocking because we want to make money or lose weight in this many days, etc., etc., etc. All of that is great. But if you don't change your mindset, you will find yourself back here again next year. Right? And we don't want to do that because that gets really frustrating and that causes us to kind of lose hope sometimes. So change your mindset, shift your mindset, you're going to change your life. I'm going to say that again. Change your mindset, shift your mindset, you're going to change your life. But if you don't, and you continue to plant the same seeds that were planted last year and before, you're going to reap the same thing. I love you much. Happy start, amazing start to your new year. All right now.